Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. It's getting very interesting. In this video, I want us to answer one simple question. Why did William Ruto ban Rigathi Gachagua from using Kenya Air Force choppers? And it's now emerging that it's not only the Kenya Air Force choppers, but even the civilian aircraft owners are not willing to give their aircrafts to Rigathi Gachagua. Before we dig deep into this, let's listen to this once more.
The DP had been initially scheduled to plant trees in Bomet County, but cancelled at the last minute, long after an advance team from his office was already on ground. NTV has reliably learned that the May 10th tree planting event could have been the last straw that broke the camel's back that is festering unease in UDA. The office of the DP is reported to have reached out to the air transport under the Kenya Civil Aviation Authority to get a plane for the Bomet event, but it is reported that a senior Air Force official indicated that they had orders from above not to release Kenya Air Force choppers to politicians. Then, efforts to secure 2 civilian choppers also hit a snag, with reports that the airline owners demanded upfront payment before they release their planes. According to sources within the presidency, the events of the day asked the deputy president and an exchange ensued. The DP ended up giving the event a wide berth, not even joining his boss in Murang'a.
The order to ban Rigathi Gachagua from using Kenya Air Force choppers, that order can only come from above. And we know the above can be none other than William Samoei Ruto. Why is Ruto banning Rigathi Gachagua? Could there be a plot to impeach Rigathi Gachagua, and can that plot succeed? And is it now not time we are told who ordered for Uhuru Kenyatta's Northlands Farms raid? I think this is now the best time people should now take responsibilities. Those who ordered for that raid should now be held responsible. Those who ordered for the killing of innocent demonstrators in Kisumu, I think this is now the time they should be held responsible. Those who ordered for Kenyans in Nairobi to be killed by the police during the demonstrations, it's high time we are now told who was that person giving such orders, and they should equally take responsibility. I honestly believe that there are only 2 main reasons as to why William Ruto banned Rigathi Gachagua from using Kenya Air Force choppers. These choppers are always being used by politicians. In fact, if you look at this story very well, that was Sudi sometimes back using Kenya Air Force chopper. You are also seeing Malala there using the chopper. So these choppers have been used by several politicians and top government officials. In fact, traditionally, the chopper is traditionally used by the president, deputy president, senior security officers, including cabinet secretary for the interior and defense. That has been the tradition. So when William Ruto now bans Rigathi from using the military choppers, William Ruto is setting an interesting precedent. And from where I sit, that should be supported by all Kenyans. The first reason, Ruto is trying to contain and, if possible, to kill Rigathi Gachagua's political rise. If you look at Rigathi Gachagua, it's actually true he has been rising politically. And some had even started seeing him as a possible president after William Ruto. And Rigathi has been using his position as a deputy president to build his clout on the mountain, and he was actually succeeding. And some members of parliament, not only on the mountain but also across the country, had started rallying around Rigathi Gachagua. William Ruto wants to contain and, if possible, kill that early enough. That's the first thing I'm seeing here, ladies and gentlemen. Because the moment that is not contained, then William Ruto will be forced to negotiate with Rigathi Gachagua come 2027 for the mountain vote. In that, should he rise politically, then he will obviously control the mountain vote. As it is right now, Rigathi has not yet matured enough to direct the mountain vote. But he was heading there, but he's not yet there. Right now, he can still be killed, and his dream to be the mountain political kingpin can just be but a pipe dream. William Ruto intends on doing exactly that. He does not want to make the mistake Uhuru Kenyatta made. Uhuru gave William Ruto time to appoint. William Ruto became very strong, and killing him politically became very hard for Uhuru Kenyatta. And Uhuru had to pay the political consequences of allowing William Ruto to thrive politically. Ruto does not want to make that blunder. He wants to kill Rigathi Gachagua early enough before he matures politically. The second reason, Ruto is trying to tell Rigathi Gachagua that he is the boss. This is not a co-presidency. There is nothing like a shareholding government here. This is a William Ruto's government, nothing like shares here. I'm saying that because it's on record, Rigathi boasting on this government being a shareholding government. And in most occasions, he has been talking that the votes William Ruto got, the mountain vote was 48% of Ruto's total votes. So in other words, Rigathi has been trying to tell William Ruto indirectly that we control equal shares with you. We control about 50%, the two of us, because Rigathi is seeing himself as now the mountain's political kingpin. Ruto is telling him indirectly, there is nothing like a shareholding government. This is my government. All the shares are mine. And if that's the case, I might be tempted to agree with William Ruto because if you look at the mountain vote, Rigathi Gachagua had to cling on William Ruto to remain politically relevant on the mountain in 2022. William Ruto was already a darling of the mountain. Rigathi, the Kimani Chungwas, Ndindi Nyoros, and almost all these leaders who supported William Ruto, they supported Ruto for their own political survival. And now William Ruto is seeing Rigathi trying to snatch away that vote from him. He has to be taught a very bitter lesson. And now, what next now? If things boils out of control, Rigathi Gachagua might face an impeachment motion. And that impeachment motion will succeed. And the reason is very simple. Rigathi was used and he blindly executed William Ruto's plans, not knowing he was killing himself politically. Rigathi is on record abusing Raila Odinga, attacking Uhuru Kenyatta. In fact, Rigathi is the face of hate in William Ruto's government. He does not want anything to do with the opposition or anything to do with other Kenyan communities. To Rigathi Gachagua, it's Kikuyu, Kikuyu, Kikuyu. So an impeachment motion against him can easily succeed. William Ruto can craft an arrangement with the opposition and Rigathi can easily be impeached. And to impeach him is very simple. Two-thirds members of parliament in the National Assembly and two-thirds in the Senate. Ruto together with the opposition, Raila Odinga, they can achieve that feat and they will send Rigathi Gachagua home very early in the morning. And that's what Kenyans are praying for. Rigathi, if possible, should be sent home very early in the morning. He is not fit serving as Kenya's deputy president. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. Follow us for more analysis on this. This is still a developing story, and we'll do more detailed analysis on this story. Let's meet in our next video. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.